It's been a while since I last made a confessional. Sorry, Jakeman, but a lot's happened since then. I think my last one was pre-merge. We had the auto elimination challenge, and I came 12th out of 13, and that's only because 2048, the only game I'm good at, was in there. So that was terrifying. I almost didn't make merge again. People would never let me hear the end of that, but made merge. We got Daniel out, a process that was accelerated by Daniel turning on Jen. I had to play along and shit talk Jen a lot to have him not be suspicious, but we managed to pull it off, and I guess that was a pretty good moment, and I was really happy that Maria was with me over Candace, and Hannah was still with Jen, and Shimon with Dom, and that everything worked out for that vote. And then Candace went psychotic, which I did not expect. Out of all of those, I thought it would be Cody who would go nuts, and it sucked, because, like, going against Candace and lying to her really did hurt, because working together on New Nangan was fantastic, and she was a really great alliance partner, but she just lost it, and it was really, like, I get that you're pissed and you have the right to do this, but I didn't think it really helped her in the game, and I think a lot of people resent her for that, and if she manages to get to the end, I think she will have lost a lot of votes with that behavior. But then last round, we voted Cody out, and that should have been a ridiculously easy vote, but all of a sudden, everyone wanted to make a move, because everyone knows that final fucking 11 is the time to make a move and flip and get all this credit that you need for Final Tribal Council in minimum 8 rounds time. So Dom was targeting Ryan, so he asked me if that was a good idea, and I tried to shut it down as best I could, and he said, yep, okay, and then the next thing I hear, Dom has gone to Cody and said, I want to get Ryan out, and of course Cody is going to go to Ryan and tell him that, try and create some more cracks with us. So then Ryan was going after Dom, and then Shimon was also going after Ryan, and then I was at work this whole time, and I was trying to shut it down, like, in the stolen moments that I could get, and Michelle said, oh, can we talk when you get home from work, like, I think this is going to be a long one. I'm like, right, okay, so I get ready to talk to her, and I've been checking in with Jen this whole time going, what the fuck are they doing, can we just calm this down, because we need to get Cody out at least, we cannot let these three get momentum. And so I came home, and I was all ready to talk to Michelle, and I was thinking that she was gonna, because Jen had made it sound like both Ryan and Michelle wanted to get Dom out, and then I was talking to Michelle, and she's like, right, so what do you think about getting out Ryan? And I was like, where the fuck did Ryan come from? I thought you were with him. So basically we managed to kind of calm it down and get Cody out. It was a lot more complicated than it needed to be. We were still discussing whether we wanted to split the vote and who we wanted to vote for, when Ryan, who had been trying to work with Cody this whole time, even though Cody had just written his name down at the last tribal council and was selling him out, wanted to work with him, and then like 30 minutes later messages us and says, oh, I just voted for Cody because it's getting too close to tribal council. This was 6 fucking hours before tribal council. So your alliance is now locked into voting for Cody, or at least splitting on him and someone else, because you can't change your vote. That's fucking inconsiderate. You're an asshole. So last I heard, we were talking about, do we split because there might be an idol, because we know that Candace got clues and had been to exile. So yeah, I wanted to split the votes because we were 8-3, unless we felt like we couldn't trust people, but I thought surely not splitting would suggest to people that we don't trust them and would be making them more inclined to flip, but then people just voted anyway, because, again, it was fucking, you can vote right before tribal council. I always do, in case the plan changes, because I'm considerate towards my fucking alliance. So we voted out Cody, at which point Michelle was talking to me about, I want to get Ryan out next round, and at that point I think I would have been okay with voting out Ryan this round. Or possibly the round after. I was trying to push for the round after. I want him gone because he's kind of Jen's goat, and he causes a lot of trouble. He and Dom both have caused such a headache with just, I want to make a move right now, and nobody's going to talk behind my back because everyone trusts me. Like, Dom, on 2 separate occasions, I have had a conversation with him, and we have concluded, yes, okay, so these people are the enemy and desperately trying to stay in the game. We're voting for them. We're getting them out. And then the next morning, I wake up and he sent me a message saying, oh, so I've made an alliance with the targets, and you're in it. He's done that twice now. He keeps implicating me in his shit. All of Dom's schemes would work if nobody lied in Survivor but Dom, if nobody played the game except for Dom. But that doesn't happen. Everyone is playing the game. So why are you so fucking shocked when you go to the person that you're targeting, try and make an alliance with them? If they know they're on the chopping block, they're gonna sell you the fuck out. I love these people. I really do. It's just exhausting working with them. I think I'm still going to be friends with them afterwards. I mean, if you're watching this right now, Dom and Ryan, I'm really sorry. I'm just angry at the moment because, as we all know, this vote led up to Michelle getting blindsided, which only happened because I wanted to split the vote, because I wanted people to not think I have an idol, which I do. I just got it a couple days ago. I got the idol, and then I won immunity. I was on cloud fucking 9, and then I had immunity taken away from me, and then Michelle got voted out. And so it was all uphill, and then it was all fucking downhill. So I hadn't told anyone about the idol. I said that Karen was incorrect. Queen Karen Grodel was the correct idol answer. So basically about 3 minutes after we saw this tribal council where Michelle was voted out, and I was sure that Jen hadn't flipped on me, or hadn't flipped on Michelle rather, I told her, I'm sorry, I lied to you, but I have the idol. Please don't tell anyone else. And she said, yes, of course, because once we worked out that the only people that were still with us were Dom and Ryan, we were like, fuck. Dealing with these people is beyond frustrating. And I'm pretty sure that like 90% of the strategics that me and Jen have done this season is cleaning up their respective messes. Dom makes all these crazy schemes. He has brought up, I'm pretty sure, everyone's name in this game at some point. Hannah told me that he brought up mine. I'm not sure if that's true, but it seems entirely fucking plausible. She said that she'd heard her name brought up. He has been saying for yonks that he trusts Shimon, and Shimon is with us, and even after Shimon voted for me, he was like, we can still trust Shimon. I'm like, alright Dom, you and Shimon are obviously tight. He just voted for Shimon. Oh yeah, we didn't cover that. Dom voted on his own. Apparently he had spent this entire round trying to get out Shimon. No one voted with you, buddy. And considering the people who were with us this time and the people who were against us were 5-5, if we weren't splitting and you still decided to vote for Shimon, you would have fucked us over. And he has brought up almost everyone's name, except for the people he should be bringing up, which is Jen. Because if Jen gets to the end, she does win. We learnt that in Touchy Subjects. We all knew it. I would vote for her at the end. And at this stage, I would rather go to the end and lose to her than see someone like Dom win, or Ryan. If I end up writing down Dom or Ryan's name in a jury vote at Final Tribal Council, I will be baffled, and I expect to have a very long explanation for myself. So, from this point out, there's 4 of us and 5 of them, and the 4 of us have Dom's idol that all 4 of us, that everyone on this tribe knows about, because Dom just can't wait to tell people when he gets back from exile, I have an idol, my idol, which me and Jen know about. So if we can, what I'm hoping happens is Jen or Ryan win immunity. I'm not winning immunity, let's be real here. touchy subjects is the only thing I can do, and then even wood, water, fire, I can't fucking do that. So, Jen or Ryan wins immunity. We convince Dom to play his idol on someone else. I don't know how we're gonna do that, because Dom hates Ryan, or I don't know if he hates him, but the two of them aren't working well together. And I'm sure that if we convince Dom that playing his idol for Jen or me is the stupidest thing he could do, then he would want to do it, because that is his criterion for what he's going to do next. So if... I'm pretty sure that they're not going to vote for Dom, because everyone knows he has the idol, so it would be between me, Jen, and Ryan. So if one of us has immunity, we play the idol on the other two, that would be fantastic. If Dom goes, rip. If Dom doesn't want to play his idol on anyone but himself, rip. If Dom or Ryan talks to the other side, we're screwed, so rip. But if the four of us can get through this round, through the powers combined of idols and Jen's ability to control Ryan, and our collective ability to control Dom, which is higher than most people, but also really low because these people are wildcards, then we'll be at 4-4, and I'll be willing to go to rocks because I don't know what to do at this point. I just feel like an idiot, because looking back at it now, if you consider Shimon, Hannah, and Maria as a trio, which we should have, then flipping right now was the right thing to do, and splitting votes was a dumb idea. And Michelle paid the price for it. Out of anyone, Michelle, who, I mean, other than wanting to target Ryan last round, she was the nicest person, and I don't understand why they wouldn't take out the big schemers and wild cards in Dom and Ryan, or like Jen, who wins if she gets to the end, and me, who just had immunity taken away from me. I don't get the decision to take out Michelle, and I hate that she paid the price for the mistakes of other people. So yeah.